Oh boy, are you ready for your brand new once a month remake? Because apparently every developer in the industry has become practically averse to making new titles or even proper sequels anymore. And honestly, who can blame them? Every time one of these companies dig up another 20-year-old classic, slaps a fresh coat of Unreal Engine paint on it, and calls it a day, you cattle line up to buy it. Of course, I'm not talking about you, dear viewer, because you know better. Why spend hundreds of millions of dollars creating the next Halo when you can just sell people the same game they played 25 years ago, just worse? The Halo remake, called Halo Campaign Evolved, what a stupid fucking name, totally destroys the original art style, gameplay, and defiles the sacredness of the classic Halo CE. I'm not convinced that the brain-dead normie masses actually like this ugly, vapid, and soulless photorealistic graphic design that is present in every single remake and new game.
Oh, dude, this is graphically very cool, man. These shields? Are you kidding?
I always wonder how dumb this game sometimes can be.
In all of these games that feature this design, everything blends together with excessive detail. I know people are obsessed with Red Dead Redemption 2's graphical fidelity, but we actually don't need to have every molecule of a horse's ball sack to be in 4K quality. Halo Combat Evolved's bright colors and simpler geometry made enemies, weapons, and silhouettes instantly recognizable. Side note, the 343 design for Forerunner architecture is also just silver walls with lines in them since Halo 4. Oh, and they added hit markers because that's easier for them than copying the iconic visual indicators that told you if you broke an enemy's shield. It has also come out that you have to have a skull to disable sprinting, to have 60 round mags in your AR, and to have no ADS functionality. You have to find secret skulls to play the game how it was originally designed to be played back in 2001. The AI of the enemies in Halo CE were a lot better than this one as well. It seems they copy and pasted the AI from Halo Reach, where they kinda just mosey around, whereas in Halo CE, the enemy AI was way more dynamic. Elites would hide behind cover once their shield dropped, dive out of the way of warthogs, which is still present in 343 Halo, I'm pretty sure. They would flank you. There was a morale system which caused grunts to panic and run away from you if you took out their commanding elite. And when the elite would become low health, he would command the grunts to provide suppressing fire. Hunters would expose their weak points based on your positioning while dodging their telegraphed attacks. Different ranks of enemies would behave differently. Majors versus minors versus special ops. And Marines would actually drive vehicles and participate in battle. Seriously, these were all mechanics in a game from 25 years ago. What new game has an enemy AI this in-depth in the modern era? Doesn't look like this remake is one of them. They're changing the iconic sounds like the AR and removing its 60 round mag as mentioned earlier. The Magnum was switched to sound like a pea shooter in comparison to the original, and the sound of the arguably most iconic weapon in Halo, the energy sword.
Brother, what's that?
Also, the shotgun kicks like a buck. How the hell does a shotgun wielded by the genetically modified super soldier in a half-a-ton suit have that much kick? More Cortana lines, which are total garbage, were added as missed dialogue. And some of the most annoying lines I've ever heard in gaming.
It's risky, but if you get close, you can hijack that Covenant vehicle.
It's like those parodies of the over-the-top HUDs in games where some retard will be stating the obvious to you over comms, except this is a genuine game and not a parody. And if you actually played the original Halo CE campaign, then you know this is going to absolutely crush the atmosphere of the game. Did you like the eerie, lonely feeling you had when you were investigating how all of the Marines and Covenant died on the ring, only to be jumped by the flood? Well, I hope you like a nagging hag in your ear while it happens in the remake. Because no one has the attention span to actually play a game without constant talking anymore. So one of the skulls in this new remake is going to be a third-person skull. And when I saw this, I thought it was a ridiculous addition, but probably just something they threw in. But now, after seeing what Xbox has released around the cosmetic armors that they're going to be selling and the pre-order bonuses, it really gives you a whole new perspective of why they're adding third person to the game. I'll give you a hint. It's to sell you cosmetics in an exclusively campaign game. Now for the coping and seethers. On Twitter, I saw this post from a guy named Azolai. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. But he said, launching a new Halo game with lower than minimum features is dooming the game to fail before it even ships. Halo Campaign Evolved has no multiplayer, no custom games, no forge, no firefight, no theater. That's already a disaster. Halo Infinite had nice mountains and trees too. That doesn't keep players around. I think everything he said is totally reasonable. So let's see what people have to say. So, this person says, I mean, depends on the actual price of the game. If it's like $20, then I'm okay with it. But if you are expecting full AAA game pricing for just the campaign, then I do agree with you. That's a fair point. Let's go see what the price is for just a reskin of the campaign from a game from 25 years ago is.
Oh my goodness!
$50. Not only do you not get the multiplayer, which is one of the biggest driving factors for Halo, you also don't get any PvE modes like Firefight, and there is no theater mode. Cosmic Spartan says, that's because it's a story game, man. Last I checked, people didn't bitch about games like God of War having no multiplayer. Well, Cosmic Spartan forgot one crucial fact. Halo Combat Evolved is not a story game. It has a campaign, but it has a multiplayer too. I know, shocking. It was only like the biggest competitive game in the early 2000s. This guy says that the multiplayer from Halo CE is outdated. For one, I would contend with that because people played it on MCC for a pretty long time whenever MCC first came out. But regardless, this game added a bunch of new shit like sprinting and ADS that makes it like a modern shooter. So I don't really see how this remake would be an outdated multiplayer. Luckily, we do have at least one patriot in the comments. Genuinely pathetic how many corporate shills are defending this game. Halo Infinite came out 5 years ago and is dead. So is MCC. And this retarded company thought what we needed was a third version of a game with less content than the original that came out 25 years ago. So true, King. So really, I don't even necessarily hate that there's no multiplayer in this remake, but the fact that there's no firefight, no forge, no theater is insane considering the game is going for $50 and $60 if you get the deluxe. That is ridiculous. You're paying for all of that for like a 3 or 4 hour campaign if you know what you're doing. Oh, but they added 3 sequel missions, so surely that's worth $50, right? And I already know there will be swarms of people in my comments going, why can't you just let people have fun? Look around at gaming and you'll find the answer to that. The reason all of these developers keep shoveling out bastardized versions of a better game that already exists is because we let suckers who just buy and buy and buy the same product time and time again, with each new version removing the charm little by little from the original product. Do not buy this remake. The original, better version is still up for sale. Just buy Master Chief Collection, and you can play all 3 of the original games, and you'll have $10 extra still in your pocket to boot. Thank you so much for watching. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and I made a post when it happened, but I'd like to just thank all of you that subscribed and supported my channel up to this point again. It means the world to me, and I am grateful to have every one of you as viewers. If you like this video and are not subscribed, consider hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below about Halo Campaign Evolved. That's all for this video, and remember, don't you dare go hollow.